Hello students. So we have finished unit 1. Today we will start a new unit, that is unit 2. In this unit you will learn more about the file concept of operating system. So what is file concept? What is file? Or file system? File is nothing but it is a logical name. It is a logical name, just a name that contains huge amount of information or data. So file is a logical name of some memory location where some data or informations are stored and having a common name. File must have a name and some storage space. Okay. So it is a logical name that contains huge amount of data. Huge amount of data. That is the file. So a file is a collection of related information. It is a collection of related information where data are stored in a specific way or format, which is stored in secondary storage device. All information are stored in secondary storage device. Okay. So huge amount of information or data are stored in secondary storage device. It has a specific name. Okay, that is the file. So, like your magnetic disk, magnetic tape, okay, hard disk, optical disk. So we can use so many storage devices to store huge amount of data, okay, in file system. Already in first year we have created file in disk operating system. In case of DOS, we have created file. File also we have created directory. Okay. So what is directory? Directory contains several number of files or subdirectory. Real contents are stored in file. It has a specific name and is stored in some memory space. That is the file. Okay. So for this storage media, we can use like magnetic disk, magnetic tape, optical disk, all the things. Okay. So a file is a logical name of some memory location where data or informations or pictures or images or graphs or memory values, characters, values, text values can be stored. Different images, different graphs, different text file. So there are so many types of data can be stored in a file. Okay. In general, so file is nothing but it is a sequence of bit, bytes, characters, words and lines or records. Okay. So in file data are stored in form of bit 0 or 1. So from bit we can have byte. We can have byte or character. By collections of several bytes or characters, you can create words. Okay. Different words. Now from different words, we can create a line or record or line or record, and several lines are stored in file. The file contains number of lines, number of statements, number of instructions. These instructions are collections of different meaningful words. The words are nothing but it is also collections of meaningful characters, and each character is composed of some byte. Byte again is composed of some bits. So from bits form we are going to store all data in a logical memory space that is nothing but the file. So if this file is created by the user or creator, this file is created by the user. User can create a file. It has to give a name and some space will be allocated to store data, to store information, to store data or information in the form of picture, graph, image, text, all the things. Okay. So it is a collection of simple lines or records where each record contains some fields. So this line or records contains some fields. This field really stores the value. Okay, and each value is stored in a specific field. Okay, so for example, we can suppose a file containing a roll number, student name, and suppose average mark. So these are the fields. Okay, these are the fields, and each field contains some values. Suppose roll number DS 01, DS 02, DS 03. Suppose name XY Z A B C E F G. The average mass was 80%, 79%, 75%. Okay, so each values like XYZ, ABC or EFG, their name, these values are stored in a specific field, that is a S name, in a file called student. So here file name is student. This student file stores some fields. These fields are storing some values. Okay, in this way we can store, means all values are stored in a student. So several files are stored in a directory of subdirectory. So here student is a file, and there are several files that can be stored in a directory. Means a directory contains several number of files or subdirectories. Okay, so this is all about the file concept or file system. Okay, so file is nothing but it is a logical name. Okay, it is a logical name to store huge amount of data or related information. Okay, in the form of data, in the form of text, image, graph, picture, okay, all these things. Okay, in stored all values are stored in secondary storage device. For secondary storage device, we can use magnetic tape, magnetic disk, or optical disk. Okay, so again, file is nothing but the collections of related fields and related fields. So each field really stores the values like this. So SN roll number is a field that contains all students' roll number, and SName is a field that contains all students' name only. And average mark is a field that stores all average marks of each student. Okay. So a file is nothing but is collections of lines or records. Again, this line or record it contains number of meaningful related words. Again, these words are formed by collections of bytes or characters, and each byte, you know, is the 8 number of bits. Okay. So from bit form, we are going to store data in the computer memory. That is the file system. Okay. This is the file concept. So file, several files, number of files that can be stored in a subdirectory or directory. Then the directory contains several number of files or subdirectories. Okay. So this is the file concept or file system. Now we'll see what are the file attributes. What are the file attributes? So attributes nothing but it is the property. Okay. So here the attributes. What are the attributes? What are the properties of a file? By seeing its name and size, all the things we will discuss. So file must have a name and data. Each file must have a name and data. Okay. And it also stores meta information. It also stores some. It stores meta information. It stores meta information. Means all related informations. Okay. And it also stores in which type this file has been created, who is the user, okay, what is the size of the file, okay, what is the current size, on which date the file was created, okay, and when it was modified. Okay. So all information is called the attributes of the file system. So all informations means all informations regarding this file is nothing but the attributes. All type of informations. So all informations regarding the file system, that is the attribute of the file. So here are the some important file attributes used in operating system. So what are the important attributes? What are the important attributes we are using in file system of operating system? So first attributes will be name. Attributes will be name, because each file must have a name. Just like each person in the world must have a name, similarly each file must have a name. Okay. It is the only information stored in a human readable form. This name is a human readable form. Human readable form. Means we can read, we can understand this name. We are providing this name. We are providing this name for our reference, for users' reference. That is the file name. Name must be there. Okay. Second one is a identifier. Identifier. So that file must be identified by the machine. Okay. Each file must be identified by its machine. We cannot understand this human readable form, this file name, but the system cannot able to understand the file name. So it has to create an identifier. So this identifier system can understand, system can access. Okay. So it is a unique tag number. It is a unique tag number. Unique tag number. Nothing but it is a unique tag number. This tag number can be understood by the machine. This is not understood by the human readable form. Means it is a non-human readable form, machine readable form. This unique tag number will be understood by the machine only. Okay. Then third attributes will be type. Okay. We will also learn the types of different files. Okay. So it will indicate which type of file it is. which type of file that is given. Okay. So these attributes required for the system. It will support. Okay. It will support various type of size like executable file, object file, text file, source file. There are so many types of several types of file we can store in the computer memory. So the type indicates that which type of a file it is created. Okay, it will whether it is a object file or source file or text file or image file, all the things. There are several types of file. We will learn types of file. Different types of files can be created. That will be indicated by the type. Okay. Next one is your size. Size is another attribute of this file. So this size indicates how many bytes memory space the file occupies. Or whenever we are creating a file, it requires some memory space. That memory space will be measured in the bit or byte form. Bit, byte, gigabyte, megabyte, okay, GB, MB, all the things. So in this way we can say that this is the file size, 2 GB or 2 GB or 5 GB, okay, 9 MB, bit, byte, megabyte, gigabyte. In this way we can say that this is the size of file. File size can be measured in the bit, byte, megabyte, gigabyte, kilobyte, all the things. Okay. So that is nothing but the blocks. Okay, that is nothing but the blocks of memory space that display the current file size. So this attribute size indicates how many memory space it requires, or how many memory space it occupies to store the inputs. Okay. Another attribute we can call that the protection. That is protection. That is most important. So file protection system is must required. It is required. File protection system must be there. So file protection system means these attributes assigns and controls the access rights of reading, writing, and executing the file. It is this protection assigns and controls access rights of reading, writing, okay, reading, writing, and executing. Means it will indicate that who has a right to read the file, who can write on the file, and who can execute the file. Okay. This permission will be given by the protection system. Okay. Everyone cannot access, everyone cannot read, every user cannot write, every user cannot execute. It will be given by the permission. Already we have created a file in disk operating system, plus R. For reading we are using plus R. Plus we can write plus double. Okay. In this way we can providing the attributes for protection for the user. Okay. Then time, date, and security. Next one is your time, date. Okay. Time, date, and security. So this time specifies the time of a creation. When the file has been created, that will store the time, which time the file was created, on which date, means date of creation. Okay, this is the date of creation. This is the date and time, and also security. And also another attribute is security. This is the protection, the security. Okay, so security is used for protection purpose. Okay, a file must be secure, and security is also used for monitoring. So this security is used for monitoring the file. Okay. So this is all about the file attributes. Okay. So this is all about the file attributes. Who can use? First of all, you have to provide a name. While creating a file, you have to give a name. Okay. This name must be human readable form. Human can refer this name to access that particular file. But this name cannot be understood by the machine, so it is converted to its unique tag number, that is nothing but the identifier. Through this identifier, machine can able to understand which type of identifier has been used. Okay. Next one is your type. There are several types of files that can have source file, image file, picture file, executable file. There are several types of files, and it will indicate which type of file it is. Okay. Again, I will tell how file is named. How file will be named. Name, we are providing a name. In which form we can provide the name. So by the their name, it can also indicate its type. Then size. Size in the form of bit, byte, megabyte, gigabyte, that is required to store related information inside the secondary storage device or memory. Then protection. Protection provides the access control. It controls the access rights. Okay. So which user can read, which user can write, which user can execute the file. This is giving the permission. Okay. And also last attribute for file system is your time. Time indicates the time of the file creation. And date indicates the date of file creation. And the security provides the protection purpose as a monitoring the file. Okay. How many what are the contents, who are you accessing, which user is accessing, which type of contents, everything that will monitoring, which it stores the record. So suppose you have created a file, already it has it will keep the record on which date, which user has access on which portion of the file, everything is maintained because it is electronically concept file system. Okay, so this is all about the file attributes. Okay, so file concept and the file attributes we can use in this way. Okay, next one is different file operations. Why we are storing the different related data, why we are creating the file, that concept is most important. We are creating a file to store related informations in a safety way. We can store related information in a safe way. Okay, so this is all about the file attributes. Okay, so till now file concept, file attributes, it will be understood by you. So next one is your different operations. We can have different functions, different operations on the file. That is the file operations. Operations on file. What can we do with the informations stored in a file? We can have different functions of the file, and the operations in the file. User can have different manipulations, different operations, different functions upon the stored information inside the file. So there are various operations which can be implemented on a file, like create. One operation is your create. Create is a type of operation that means user can create, user can generate file here. User can generate file here. File must be created, it must be generated. Okay. So creation of the file is the most important operation on the file. So different types of files are created by different methods. Different files are different types of file can be created by different methods. Like suppose a text editor. Text editor, it creates text file. it creates text file. Text editor normally creates the text file. Similarly, word processor. Word processor creates the word file. Okay. It creates word file. Similarly, there are so many types of file can be created. Okay. So image editor also creates the image file. So there are different types of file that can be created by different components. Okay, like different editors, different processors, like in this way. Second one, another type of operation is a write operation. Write. That means who can write? That is also given by the protection and security. But here, writing the file in a different form, creating the file. So operating system normally maintains a write pointer for every file. Operating system maintains a write pointer. Okay, it is normally maintains a write pointer for every file. Okay, which points to the position in the file from which the data needs to be edited. So a cursor position, a pointer is there. So on the cursor position only, we can add, we can insert, we can add new data, new characters, new bytes, new words, new lines. Okay. So it gives the position. There is a write pointer. The pointer is moving around the screen on your editor or processor. Okay. So if you are using text editor, so in text editor there is a pointer. The pointer stores the current position of the typed characters. Suppose I am pressing A. Suppose I am writing here. Suppose I am writing here. So this is the current position of the write pointer. Okay. So it will show the write. This is another operation through which you can write, you can add, you can store the contents. Then read. Another operation is read operation. Read operation. Create, write and read operation. So read means normally whenever file is opened, okay, every file must be opened in 3 different modes. Okay. One is read mode, write mode and append mode. In read mode, file can be opened with the read mode, write mode and append mode. This is the mode of operation, mode of the file. So suppose a file has been opened for read in the read form, that is only that file can be read only. Suppose in the write mode, we can write. Also append, we can add new another file. The 2 file can be merged. One file will be added in the end of the another file. That is the append mode. If the file has been opened in append mode, that means another file can be added to the end of the file. And if it is open with the write mode, user can write, user can add information into the file. And if it is read mode, only file is readable. Only you can read, just like a book. Okay. So in this mode, we can open the file. Okay. So it is maintained by the operating system. Okay. So it is pointing the position up to which the data has been read. Okay. So this is the read operation. Next one is a reposition. Next operation is a read position. Next one is a reposition. This is the read position. So here, we can write, we can read, and also reposition. So it is simply moving the file pointers forward or backward. So in this position is file pointer. So here, file pointer can be forward or backward. We can change the pointer position. We can go ahead or go back. Suppose I am writing here, I am going to back. I am writing here, going to next, forward. So the pointer can be moved backward and forward also, depending upon the user's requirement. Okay. Depending upon the user's requirement. Sometimes it is also called as seeking. Sometimes it is also called as seeking. Another term we can use in operating system is also termed as seeking. So this is the reposition. We can move. We can give the moment to the pointer of the file to keep the position where to write. Okay, that is the reposition. Another one is your delete. Delete operation. Whenever a user wants to remove some unnecessary data from the file, at that time deletion operation is required. Okay. So in deletion operation, file is not only delete all the data stored inside the file, also it deletes all the attributes. So it removes data with its attributes. Also we can delete. Through the delete operation, we can delete, we can remove data with attributes. Attributes of the file also can be removed. That's a deletion operation. Okay. So the space which is allocated to the file will now become available and can be reallocated to other files. That the memory space will be better utilized. Whenever some memory space is allocated to store some values, if the contents is removed, means that memory space is available to store data or information from other files. That is the deletion operation. We can remove that from that particular position. That is the deletion operation. Okay. Another operation is your truncate. Truncate operation. So create operation, write operation, read operation, reposition operation, delete operation. Okay. Next one is a truncate operation. Means here we can remove the contents. Okay. So we can remove the contents, but attributes will be there. Okay. What attributes will be there? The normally file contents are stored along with its attributes. So here we can remove the contents only to remove the contents of the file. Means only contents will be removed, but attributes will be there. But in case of deletion operation, we can delete contents along with the attribute. Attribute will also, that field will be also removed. But in case of truncate, only we can remove the contents of the file. Attributes will be there. The file is not completely deleted, although the information stored inside the file get replaced. Okay. Although the information stored inside the file get replaced. Okay. So in this way we can remove. So in the deletion operation also we are removing data, but it will remove data along with attributes. But also in the truncate operation also we can remove. So here on the contents of the data, contents of the file will be removed, but the attributes will be there. Attributes will be there. Attributes will be there. Attributes will be there, but contents will be removed. Contents only removed. It removes only the contents. Attributes will be as usual. Okay. So file is not completely deleted. That means file is not completely deleted. It is just replaced. Okay. The information stored inside the file get replaced. Okay. So this is all about the different file operations. So this is the file operation. First of all, we can create. There are different types of file can be created in different way, different methods, and also we can write by using the write pointer. Okay, around on which position we can add contents through this operation. We can add on a read operation. So